Hit it.
Welcome, everyone, to the Legends of Thea Adventure Cast. I'm your game master and host, Frankie Schwa, also known as Frank Bedini in the real world. I've been hearing about the real world a lot today. Let me tell you, wow, it slapped me in the face like a mother beep. Anyways, we're going to have a good time today playing some 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It's a homebrew setting, which means that in my life, for me at least, started back junior high a couple years ago. I started creating this world, and every time I played D&D and made something, I created it as part of the same universe. And now in my ancient dragon state, I have this whole universe that I can throw people into and put all kinds of bad shit in front of them, and we see whether or not they're heroes or whether or not they fall to the wayside like so many would-be heroes. Theia is the planet. Legends of Theia is the story. We're going to get started right away. But first of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Dice Cult. The Dice Cult sends you action and adventure Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays in the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons style. On Saturdays, we do horror. We're talking about vampires. Well, vampires aren't as scary as they used to be, and I wish they'd get scary again. But they're kind of sexy and everything, which I got nothing wrong with sexy. But an evil vampire, a really ugly vampire, and sexy, that's just gross. And I like gross horror, okay? So, Nosferatu getting laid, woo! Watch out, that's ugly. Sorry, I'm going to go off a lot today. It's been one of those. Uh-oh. David likes Nosferatus. Hold on.
Just getting a little excited about that fan porn there.
Turn your mic up, David.
Oh, nope, that's okay.
I got to be able to hear Little Grin better. Can you check it real quick? Anyways, so Saturday nights also has a little bit of Cthulhu in there. If you're not familiar with Cthulhu, I can't help you. Cthulhu, look up H.P. Lovecraft, that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping by the end of the year, I get a chance to do some Cult, which is a game I started playing many years ago. It's one of the only other role-playing games I play besides Dungeons & Dragons. I played a little bit of Twilight 2000, a little bit of Shadowrun, but the Cult game is amazing. And what I did with my friends was we had to create ourselves. So we actually created ourselves, and we could add like little nuances to ourselves so we weren't like completely boring characters, but we made ourselves and then played within this Cult universe, and it was really weird. And so play at your own risk. It's like horror and all kinds of stuff, but I'm hoping to be able to bring some Cult out there for anybody who dares before the end of the year, probably closer to Halloween 2021. So I'm going to shut the heck up. We start our streams roughly about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think Wednesday starts at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is 7:30 Eastern Central Time. But now I'm going to introduce our players of the Legend of Theia. I'm going to ramble because it's been one of those days. We're going to go all the way to the top, the leader of the group so far, the leader of the pack. We have Scott from Oklahoma playing Meehan Mistan, the half gold dragon paladin of Bahamut.
What up?
Who are you not a conquest paladin?
Oath of Conquest.
Yes,
Meehan's kind of a barbarian in a paladin suit. We just like to smash.
He likes to smash. That's the truth. And sometimes like to breathe bad breath fire on things and try to kill them, especially the Beatles.
We do our best. We do our best.
That was, I'll never forget that. Going back and watching the old Beatles reunion. That was great. And then we got his brother in real life out of Washington State. We have David playing Little Grin Churl. Little Grin is a half hill giant farmer who is pretty much a pacifist. He just stops sometimes he'll stop in the middle of battle to pet a creature or to ask how something's doing, or he'll just walk over and watch everybody else fight because he thinks it's stupid that everybody's fighting. So that's a challenging, fun thing for a DM like myself, and it just about makes me want to open my drink, but I'm going to wait one more second, and I'm going to introduce one more person, and that's Jenny out of one of my favorite cities in the whole world, Austin, Texas, one of the music capitals, and my favorite music capital I've ever been to. And she plays Lila, and I always say the name, I'm going to say Guman, right? Okay. And I always want to say Grumman or Grauman or something like that, but it's Guman. And she is a oh gosh, I'm gonna screw this up somehow. She's a gnome barbarian who's one hell of an alcoholic. She can drink any man, woman, or creature under the table. In fact, that's how she got past the elements. Last week was she out. She showed how well she could handle liquor with her size And the water elemental goes, man, that was impressive. Go, you may pass. So that was pretty cool. So these three characters, along with Glitter Britches, who they found on a little quest that they're doing. Glitter Britches is a gnome treasure hunter, and he has a way of saying please. Really, 4-year-olds never stop saying please. He's got like, please, 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 you got to do this, please, 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 until you just do it, right? So they're on a bit of a quest of checking out this cave that they found, and there's rumors that a great artifact was left abandoned in this cave, or at least in this area. Glitter Britches knew about it from reading some books that he had found in an old city that he had found traveling underground. Everybody here is underground. This story takes place underground, about 2 feet underground, from the surface of the planet of Theia. So everybody's underground, caverns, caves. Their homestead is called Kirdarul. It's a dwarven settlement, but they are, I believe, 3 days travel, 3.5 days travel from Kirdarul. Now they've went to the south within their own questing, which is looking for clues to a murder and a missing friend. And within that questing that they're doing and adventuring, they are now kind of mixed in with a couple other things that are going on. So I guess we'll go ahead and start. I guess I'm going to move everyone over to a different map, and unless somebody has something to say. Oh wait, heck, let's just go ahead and have a drink real quick. Why not? Let's start this off right, like it's a Friday, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start this off right. By the way, if you're at home, I forget to say this, and I can't. I know it's Tuesday, but you know what? We have one rule here. There's 4 of us playing. Pick one of us. If one of us drinks in the game because we roll a bad number or something, you got to drink with us. Okay, have some fun. Jace, if you're watching, Kendrick, if you're watching, I know you guys watch. Get out some alcohol, drink with us, all right? On the count of 3, let's have a good one for everybody that dies tonight. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Mm-hmm.
I hope someone's watching this stream just like hitting chamomile hard. Like, I'm gonna get so sleepy for my Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. We getting drunk on some chamomile.
Right. All right. So we've had our first drink. We're ready to rock and roll. It's a cute doggy. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get to the next map, and we are going to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Go
finally
back to
get
that
past
room.
these damn elementals. Let's do some work.
Yep. Well, there was an actual chance y'all got to fight something, so that was good. I mean, there were some people asking, "Hey, when are you guys going to actually get into some fighting again?" So there was a little bit of fighting in there, and there's a little bit of playing around. But now you have walked past this huge waterfall. I mean, this waterfall is magnanimous in size. It's inside, of course. You're inside this big cavern, and this waterfall, it looks as if it at least goes up 100, 150 feet. It's very large, and the pool itself, though, isn't very deep. And you all walked across it after challenging the elementals, and you went up to the water, and some of you just started investigating and found that the water actually, there was a cave behind the waterfall, like literally at land level. Now, I need to, before we get started any further, I'm going to ask this question once to make sure everybody's on the same page. Jenny, what color gem were you holding? I can't hear you.
I had the blue watery one.
Okay. Little Grin?
Ask Meehan next,
Meehan?
and I'll figure it out.
I had I had both the red fire gem from the
Fire elemental.
fire elemental, and then I also had the earth elemental stone, which I think was the dark brown-ish or something like that.
Okay. The one that looked like it was kind of made from stone, right?
Right. And then to help Little Grin out, he had the one that was kind of that opaque gray from the air.
The air elemental. I knew I had the air elemental from the beginning. I was testing Meehan's knowledge.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, is there any way to turn the brightness up on your end, Frank?
I think I can go into configuration 1 second, please.
And I don't mean to stall the game, but on the Twitch you can't see anything
Okay, well let me change that. Okay,
except for
I have no problem with that. 1 second. I probably will make it too lit.
No, it's okay. If we need to do it next time, it's no big deal.
That's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. You guys have went past the. Is that better?
Ooh.
Let me see. Yep, that looks much better. Perfect.
Okay. So,
Perfect.
all right. Excellent. Always let me know if things don't look good on Twitch, because what I see and what you see is different. Completely different. Okay? I don't see the character's view. I see my view, which is I see everything. So
yeah, that's perfect. That looks
okay,
much
cool.
better.
So as you can see in the image, even in this map, this animated map. By the way, I use animated dungeon maps and dynamic dungeons. Both are from Patreon, and I am a subscriber to both, and so I can use these. So, they're really cool. Go check
Mention
those both
us
out.
if you subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Smash that like button and press the other thing that you're supposed to push.
Yeah, smash
Right.
things and like
Do the other
things and
things.
give us props, motherfuckers.
Yeah, send money in the form of
so
cash.
but this is perfect. This is perfect. So what happens is you get through the watery foundation of this waterfall, and you get to the other side, and it's wet, but it's there. There's enough room for all of you to fit in the space. And you hear a yelling from behind that is faint, but it still kind of sounds like it's there, but it's faint, and you hear a boom, boom, boom behind you. You can hear this through the sound of the waterfall.
Yeah, better double check. That's probably Glitter Britches dying.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
Well, I'll if I need to, it won't let me move through, but I'll walk back, peek through the waterfall again.
All right, you peek through the waterfall, and you see Glitter Britches standing there, and he's swimming, kind of like how Lila was when she, because the water was very deep for her. I mean, it was deep enough she had to swim. Everybody else, you both could walk, but she was
I
like,
got piggybacked.
That's right. That's right. You got piggybacked. You didn't even have to swim. Well, Glitterbridge just has to swim, and he's like, for some reason, like you stick your head out, and he's like knocking on this. He's knocking on something that doesn't make any sense, because you see the water there, and he's splashing water, but you hear this boom, boom, and you stick your head out, and you can hear his voice clears, and he's like, I can't. I need help. I can't get through.
Can I reach him, or do I need to chuck a rope out?
Oh, you can put your hand down easily. Yes.
Yeah. I'll just reach out and grab him by the scruff of his neck, like a dirty alley cat, and chuck him back up onto the dry land over here.
So you're going to pull a wrestling maneuver on him and do like a flying choke slam, a throwing choke slam. Okay. So you go down, and he sees you, and he smiles like, "Oh, excellent!" And you grab his throw basically and do the throw Darth Vader. You throw him in, and he rolls over, and he lands, and he.
Oh, I'd reflex to see if I catch him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I?
Roll your acrobatics to get in a position to catch him.
Just if I have the reaction to do it, I think he'd do it. Probably not.
Okay,
That's not bad.
Yeah, you're kind of it's slippery. It's slippery here, and you go rather quickly and slide a little bit, and you miss him, and he lands on the ground, and he splashes like and he gets up, and he kind of makes a couple curly noises like that. He's kind of disgruntled that he was thrown. He's like,
Yeah, I'll roughly brush him off with my clumsy giant.
And as you're doing that, you can just see his eyes get huge, and he like just starts walking straight ahead where that you can see the cavern leads, and like I mean, you're talking about the little kid in the candy store or the toy store or the video game store. He's like, he's in a new spot, and he's already very excited about this, and so he starts walking forward as you dry him off, like, I don't care. I could be half drowned, and I'm still taking lead on this one if I can.
I want to take the time to double check, make sure Mr. Mouse is okay and didn't suffer too much water damage.
The dog is okay. It's licking itself of water, which dogs do when they're wet sometimes. He hasn't done the shake, rattle, and roll yet, but if you let him go, he probably would. It's kind of tough in the sack you have him held in. Yeah, dog's all good. Not
Okay.
making
and,
much noise.
And then I
Is
kind of
Frank becoming
whispered
all
to
robotic
Mike.
for anyone else too?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What's up,
What
Jenny?
was that, Lila? What did you ask, Lila? I can't hear you. What did you? What did she say? Did anybody not catch what she said?
I don't know if she can hear us.
I heard something robotic, but Jenny, can you hear us? Okay.
I can kind of hear you guys.
Okay. You said something and I didn't catch it. What did you say?
Oh, she froze on my screen.
She froze
Yeah,
on my
I don't
screen.
think she can see us. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a couple minutes for a technical difficulty. We shall return.
Well,
I'm
I
in
think
a difficulty page for us with music.
fall. Just he ignores the fact he's wet. He's just been thrown. Even that he's being dried off. No thank yous, little grin. Just simply, oh, look at this place. Yeah. He's got the giggles and he's talking to himself and oh, he likes this. He likes this. Somewhere new. What you gonna do?
Yeah, sorry about that, Frank. We didn't have audio for just a couple seconds, but we are back. Lila's struggling a little bit, but hopefully she'll be back with us in a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully the internet in Austin, Texas isn't too bad and she'll be back any second.
Probably
Meanwhile,
an EMP terrorist attack.
All right. Meanwhile, if Glitter Britches is charging off into the unknown, I'm gonna whisper to Lila and Little Grin to just let him lead and hang back a little. So I'm gonna take kind of the front position, so I can protect Lila with my shield, and I'm gonna let Little Britches march off into the unknown.
all right. Well, he
this reminds
begins.
me, the player, of the cave with one trap, which is the first guy who goes and dies.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let him
Sure.
catch about a 20-meter lead on me, and then just follow behind.
Okay. Well, you see him get very silhouette-y into the distance, and then he pseudo disappears. He's
Okay.
far enough down away that you can't really see what he's doing.
Well, I was hoping to kind of at least keep track of which direction he was going.
Okay. Well, you have to move up. You have to move up to do so. And
yeah, I'm doing my best to keep.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
right
And so,
Little Britches.
no, it's great. So, and you come up behind him, and he's standing there, looking into this alcove. And the alcove it looks very natural. There's nothing about it that looks unnatural, except there is something scribbled on the wall. And for some reason, it's so dark in here. It's very dark. There's like shadows coming from somewhere. It keeps this very dark. And against the wall, literally to the south, there is some writing, and you see it Meehan, and from that distance you can't read it. And as you get closer, it's really weird, but it's like, I can't read this. I'm too far away. And as you get closer, you go, I still can't read this. This isn't. And then as you step, the words, like what's been scribbled, it almost seems like it changes, and you can suddenly read it, and it's in Draconic.
I'll grab Lila and move up too to see what's going on.
Okay.
What does it say as I approach?
And Glitter Britches, you hear him as you walk past him. He goes, "Oh!" And then he starts to read. He starts going like he's reading it to himself. And you read it, and it says that if you're here, that you have passed your test of judgment. Now you must not be afraid of us. And I'm not trying to put any emotion on that. That's what is read.
Okay.
That's as you read it. You can add any emphasis anywhere you want to, but that's literally what it says in Draconic. Now, Little Grin, you go up.
Time I was judged worthy.
Little Grin, you come up behind the two that are already in this alcove, along with Lila, and you 1 second. I'm going to move her token up here, but you as well see this scribble on the wall. It's kind of hard to read. You can't place from where you're at, and it's not that. I mean, you might be able to read it, but for some reason, from a distance, it's very shadowy here, and it's hard to read.
Well, clearly I need glasses, and I'll walk up closer.
All right. As you take steps, it literally seems like this scribbling changes until you can read it, and it's actually in literally in Hill Giant.
Awesome. Great.
And did you hear what I told Scott?
No, I'm sorry, I missed it. Sorry, the dog was chewing on something. What'd you say?
It says ABCD. No, just kidding. What it says is if you're here, you have proven yourself worthy, or you have been deemed as
Oh,
worthy.
right. Yeah.
And then it says, now you must not be afraid of us.
All right. I think move to the next section, right?
Yeah. As you start to walk, Glitter Britches, you hear him go, oh, yes. And he comes up behind you. He's like right on your tail, literally, if you had one. Or maybe you do have one as a half dragon. Do you have a tail?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you feel every so often him bump into your tail.
I don't know. Do half dragons have tails? I don't even know.
I think some of them probably
I'm such
do.
a lame person.
I guess this is Dungeons and Dragons, so you can choose how you and your dragon.
No tail.
No tail. Okay.
No.
So you hear Glitter Britches really close behind you. Okay.
Tails are a sign of virility. Just saying.
Okay, cool. There's a little fire.
Yeah. So what happens is you get to this. Literally, it looks like you're at a dead end. There's nowhere to go to your left or to your right, but against this, at the one end of the dead end, which would be to the southeast or northeast, there is a brightly glowing red fire.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take my fire stone and place it into the fire.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
That opens the door.
How are you going to maybe? How are you going to do that?
I take it and I lightly toss it from a half a foot away or drop it above it, whatever. I don't know how roaring the fire is.
It's a very vibrant roaring fire.
Yeah, so just kind of loop and toss it into the fire.
Okay. I'm not going to have you roll, but I'm going to have you toss it, and I'm going to say it tosses, and it like lands right to the right of the center, but to the right of the middle. I mean, straight in the middle of the fire. You toss it perfect, and it kind of hits the stuff that's being burnt, which looks basically like wood. It looks like a regular campfire here, and the gem hits the wood, and it rolls down and like lands to the side of the fire.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna stick my hand into the fire and burn myself a little so that it sticks right in the middle.
Okay.
Since clearly I can't throw it in the middle.
Okay. So you grab this gem, if you will, the stone, and you did the fire one. So it looks fire-ish. Yay! Lila's back.
Hold on, let me transition to our next screen here. Hold up.
That's as good as rolling a 20. I'm gonna take a shit.
Hold up, our pictures got messed up. Bear with me just 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize.
Yeah, we need to do OBS Ninja.
We should
that won't happen no more.
Go. Give me 1
We're getting there. I tell you what, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. I'm recording a wrestling promo.
Hey! Oh, nope. Dang it. Give me 1 second. I switched up Lila and Little Grim because I'm a dum-dum.
No, Scott. You're just a busy producer. That's all. You're playing too, man. And you're drinking. Come on.
Yes.
Give yourself a break, bro. You're doing great.
I'm kind of new at all this.
Jenny and I can just gender bend tonight. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
It's all good.
Lila had to fuck everything up.
Is that not my job?
Good to go.
Are we all where we should be?
We're all set and where we should be. I apologize.
And Meehan is now going to burn his freaking hand off for the good of the group, right? The paladin's going to lose his fucking hand, and here we go.
I'm a dragon, so I deal with fire, and I have full-on plus AC gauntlets.
What are they made out of?
Actually, I lie. I'm taking my plus AC gauntlet off because I don't want to ruin it. And
I was hoping you was going
I
to do
get a
that.
little
choice.
bit closer
Good
to the
choice.
fire this time and just kind of quickly put it in the center.
Okay, so you are going to take off your gauntlet, and you're going to just like
Yeah.
stand over the fire a little bit more and just drop the stone into the fire.
Yeah.
You're not going to do what you said you were going to do before. Okay.
Well, I don't like. Yeah. I want to
Okay.
take that back because I was thinking like, oh, I'll just stick my gauntlet in there, but I don't want to fuck my good gauntlet up. So
Okay.
I take it back.
So you take your hand and you drop this stone, and you see it, and it drops and goes, and it's really strange because when the gem like gets into the fire-ish part of this fire, it almost like melds with it. It's like literally made of flames suddenly, and then it rolls out and lands outside of the fire as if it's never been touched.
My God, man, these puzzles with no clues, you're killing me, Frankster.
All right, I will go and lay down next to the fire, and I will do my best not to fear them while I take a long 8-hour rest next to the fire.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second, David. That's actually really smart. Not fearing
Little
it.
Grin again? Little Grin again?
Little Grin with the back you. So while he's doing that, I take off my gauntlet and my forearm deal, and I slowly move my hand into the fire.
Okay.
If it gets too hot, I'm gonna pull it back. But
Okay.
I'm thinking my thought process is that it's not gonna burn me, so I shouldn't be afraid.
Okay. Excellent. We'll see what happens. Little Grin, you don't have to set up a fire for this camp, do you?
Nope.
You're all good. It's already got a fire for you. Perfect.
Plus, we have
Okay,
not.
so-
I don't think we've rested, have we?
Not since it's been in here. No. This has been it was kind of a short cavern, but there was, it took us a session or so because of the fighting going on and stuff. So no, you go to lay down and you see, as you go to rest, that Meehan's literally taking off some of his armor, looking at his own taloned hand, and he starts to put his hand in this huge roaring campfire.
Yeah, I roll over and mumble, "Dragons are fucking weird."
So you're
And
like, here we
Lila's
go.
just
Minus the
thoughts.
fucking. I'm sorry, he doesn't curse.
Okay.
And I curse saying, "Yeah, half giants are weird."
Okay. So Meehan, high or low is good.
Hi.
Okay. So what happens is that you slowly start to put your hand into the fire, and you go, I'm not afraid of this. I'm not afraid of this. And you just push your hand into it. Like it's right in the middle of this roaring flame. And you go, I don't feel. And then all of a sudden it burns like a beep. And like you just black out. The pain is so bad that you like, and it just, you can't see nothing.
I mean, I'll allow my vision to cross a little, but I'm gonna roll if you're making me black out. Meehan doesn't feel pain like that.
Well, I unfortunately, as the dungeon master in this case,
I don't like it. You can't just do that. No. I'm
oh
sorry.
no, yeah, you
All
know
right.
what? Just hold
Fair
on.
enough. Fair enough.
Just hold
Searing
on.
pain.
Everything
Searing
happens
pain.
for a reason. Just hold on.
And
Okay.
I probably fall right on my butt.
I
Okay.
mean, you did stick your
So-
hand into an ever-burning fire in the middle of a dungeon, and I feel like
So-
it could be.
You,
I don't-
You
so-
gave me the idea, Little Grin. You told me not to be afraid.
So, I want to say something real quickly. To Little Grin and Lila and Glitter Britches that's sitting there as well. You see this large half dragon, armored, badass, get his talon hand out of the gauntlet and forearm piece, and he just puts his hand in there, and it looks like he's gonna start to scream, like, he takes a breath, like holy shite, and then he disappears.
Oh! Gangster, Frank.
Well,
What are y'all gonna do? Glitter Britches goes shite, and he jumps up and down. Woo! What was that? What did he do? What's going on? Mian's pretty strong. We need him. We got to go find him. Quick,
Sorry,
somebody, anybody.
Did Mouse come with me? Did he disappear on me as well?
I can't tell you that yet.
What? I didn't know if they still saw him.
They didn't ask.
Do I see Mouse? Can I go to where he was and just like?
Sorry.
You don't, it's okay. You don't see Mouse. Nothing on or touching Meehan is there anymore. He completely disappeared.
Okay. Yeah, Lila's just gonna go over to where he was and just like flail her arms.
Okay. So you're like trying to flail to see if he turned invisible or something?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to
So
know, like, is he invisible or is he like?
so you go over there and start touching, and like it's open territory right there.
Well, there goes our brains.
She says.
Wait, Little Grin's the brains, not me.
No, he's not the brains.
You
He's
hear a
the heart.
voice.
There's a
You
difference.
hear a voice whispering to you in the wind. Wait, that's
Someone be saying something about me head thoughts.
little. Glitter Britches goes over to Lilligren and starts kicking you on the thigh, going, "Get up, get up, get up! We've got a missing friend."
Why
Get up,
can't
get up.
we ever sleeps before we try something? All right.
So he's making noises like he's getting really frustrated again. Like I call them curly noises from the Three Stooges. He's like doing that kind of thing, kind of getting riled up. He goes, "Oh, if Meehan finds the treasure before us, he might take it all for himself."
Well, what be me hand doing to get through this?
I don't know. Looked pretty crazy to me, but he's gone.
Well, I saw him stick his hand in the fire.
Do it! Go find him. I'll do it right after you.
How about you do it first, Glitter Britches?
He takes a real long. 1 second. I like random. 2nd edition Dungeon Master. Yeah. You first. Ladies first. I'll even walk over here and make sure that it's nothing but fire here, and like I'll clean the area up. And he goes over, he starts kicking the ground around, look for like little twigs. There's a twig and stuff like that. He goes, "Look, the place is perfect for you. You first. You're the adventurer. I'm just a treasure hunter."
I says we gets across the fires, and then we put it out from the other side. What you think?
Sounds
Or
good.
may being you just wanting to go now?
We gotta find Meehan. He's
Aye.
tough.
Aye.
Can I look into the fire and see if the gem is still there, or did that go with him?
You look. Roll your perception.
I will.
Oh, I heard the dog barking. Mouse is alive.
Take it easy, Mouse. Take it easy.
I rolled a 13.
I didn't hear you, Frank.
You rolled a 13? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. You don't see the gem anywhere.
Okay.
Enough waitings, and I'll just step in the fire.
What'd you say?
I step in the fire.
You're just gonna step right into it?
Yeah, fuck it.
High or low's good.
Hi.
Okay. You don't even think about it. You don't even think about it. You just simply go, "Ah, fuck it," basically, and you just step right over to it, and you step in, and like, what happened? Everything just blacks out. No pain, no nothing. Just felt like you're still walking on. Well, it felt like you were walking on like wood for a second, but that's about it. And suddenly you black out. You know nothing. You're not aware of anything. It's
Okay.
Your mind simply blacks out.
Okie dokie.
Okay. And
What do I see?
so, no metagaming. Lila, it's your turn. Glitter Bitches is looking at you.
But
See,
did
he did it.
leave?
He did it. Ladies first.
But did he leave or did he die?
Now you got me worried. Glitter Britches starts jumping up and down like
No,
one of
but
them
no,
animated cartoons going,
No,
what'd you
I
say
guess
that?
like player to DM. Did he just poof like Meehan did, or is he dead? Like, did he just like fall on the ground and like burn to a crisp?
He walked in. You saw him walk into the. I saw him walk in the burning ring of fire, and then suddenly he's disappeared, just like Meehan did.
Okay.
So we
Well,
went
Lila just
down,
walks
down,
in now.
down.
So what are you gonna do, Lila?
Clearly, this fire is not going to hurt me, so she's gonna walk in.
Oh, well, you know what? Higher low's good.
Like, you know what?
Low's good, she says.
Low is good.
And an odd 5. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Now that's interesting. So,
When Lila gets through, I kick out the fire, by the way, so Glitter Purchase can't get through.
oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, you um did you hop into it? Did you run into it? Did you walk into it? Did you just touch it? What'd you do, Lila?
Walked. I was like, okay. But like, well, it's not gonna go. Just
Okay.
walk on in.
So here's what happens. You are walking towards this flame and you're just like, I'm just doing this. And you get as you step your foot into it, you notice that literally these hands come and grab yours and pull you in.
Oh, hello.
And you feel no pain. None. But everything blacks out.
Okay.
And, well, you don't need to know what happened with Glitter Britches. That's okay.
I hope he fell off something tall.
He dipped in.
Wow, you guys don't like Glitter Britches. What's wrong? Glitter Britches is cool.
I thought you were a pacifist, Little Grin.
Yeah, but Glitter Britches is like, he reminds me of Navi from Zelda games. He's just like, Link,
Oh yeah.
hey Link, shut up. Hey Link.
Wow,
Hey.
you guys are mean. Everybody loves Glitter Britches. Well, you'll see. There may come a time. He's a character that was been around for a while. Let's put it that way. But I like using him, and he's fun. He's fun. He can be fun. He can be a freaking pain in the ass too, right? Okay, as you're all finding out. So, let's go ahead and I'm going to move away from this map for a moment.
Just to be clear, is he a forever character or can he die?
He can die. I don't have any characters that are forever. I mean, if they die, they die in the story realm. And if you play during the time that they lived, because I've started the Thea, like the universe. You know, you could start the beginning of the universe where it's more prehistoric type stuff. You can go on into where it's, you know, society is and civilization is very advanced. So in this day and age, though, Glitter Britches are still around.
Got you. So it is possible to see the fall of Glitter Britches.
Yes, it's a possibility, and you might have just seen it happen. But that's a different story. So I went over here. I went over to a different map for a reason. That's because I want to take away from what just happened. And there is a darkness that that really envelops everything about you. Your reflexes, your senses, everything goes numb, and there is nothing suddenly in your mind or on your conscious that is important. It's not there anymore. There's nothing. It is completely, everything is let go. Everything is dropped. It's just an open, basically it's a complete open book for yourself, an empty set of pages where nothing matters. And I'm going to roll to see who's asked who's spoken to first. But aha, okay. Meehan, you had a pain in your hand, the hand that you put into this fire before things blacked out. And for a moment, you thought in your mind how you were going to be able to fight and how you were going to be able to save everyone's ass if you could not hold your weapon properly. And then suddenly even that was dropped from you, and you completely feel as if nothing that's ever happened to you has the importance of you feeling nothing right now. And with that, you feel that the gym that you're holding on with to, um, one of the gyms in particular, because you're holding on to two of them, one of them begins to glow, and you see a coloring from it and a feel of pulsating from it. Now, I'm asking you, which of the stones is it?
Fire.
Okay. There's a red glow and a heat from this stone that makes you feel the need to grab it. And you hold it in your hand. And when you do, you feel as if you're communicating with a life form that is beyond intelligence that you've ever been in contact with in any way, shape, or form before. Perhaps even the contact of your god, Bahamut.
So just a little dumber than me.
Yeah, just a little. Uh, so um, you feel that this intelligence is literally almost becoming one with you for a moment, to understand you and to see who you are. And then a very simple word is is actually said in front of you. You can feel the words coming from in front of you. And just for a split second, you see these flames rising, and it you see this face within the flame, and this is like, it's like fade. You can see it, then fade out. So it's only like a 3-second thing. But when the face and the flame comes out and looks at you in front of you, it says, "If you could change one thing in your life that you have either seen or experienced, what would it be?" And then the face disappears. But you still feel this presence is within you, part of you now. And the rock, as you hold it, like literally these beams of red are coming from it and pulsating. And I'll let you hold on to that.
Oh,
Little
I have an
grin.
answer. Do you want me to answer?
I do, but I'm going to go to each one of the players first.
Okay.
Because everybody obviously will get this question. Little grin. You walked into the fire and nothing happened except you blacked out, and this purity happens, almost like this complete cleansing of anything that was like any monkeys on your back, anything that you were thinking of. I got to do this, I got to do that. All this stuff has been wiped, so everything is so clean.
Baptized in fire. That could be our metal album.
You know what? It would work. It would work. So you metal, yay! All right, I'm gonna drink for that one. Hold on one second.
Baptized in fire.
So little grin. You feel that this gem that you're holding on to begins to pulsate, and light starts to come from it, and it's this smoky blue. And you can't help but hold it in front of you, and you feel this very. It almost feels like something just like peeked its head right inside of your head to kind of see what was going on in there. That's the best way to explain it to Little Grin.
It probably didn't take very long.
You almost feel like somebody is inside of your mind and trying to learn who you are.
There's plenty of room in there, so it's
and
fine.
as the stone lights and pulsates, you see this. It almost looks like smoke, almost like the wind and the movement of strong wind with clouds, and you hear a whispery voice in your ear, and a face shows up within this, and it feels like it's part of this intelligence that's looking into your soul and body and mind, and it says, "If you could change anything in your lifetime, anything you have seen or done, what would it be? And then this face and this image disappears in front of you, and you're holding this stone that's pulsating with this brilliant energy. That, I mean, when you go to look at it, you have to look at it from the side, because if you looked straight into it, it'd probably blind you. It's so bright with this blue cloudy look to it. And Lila, guess what? You walked into the fire, these hands grabbed you and what? And you disappeared. And suddenly, all those little things that you had to go through when you were younger, the things that made you leave home and such, completely get erased. And there's like this amazing burden lifted off your shoulders suddenly. There's perhaps never been a time that your character has felt completely flushed of all that BS. But you completely feel like the pages in your book are empty now. And it's just two written or unwritten pieces of a book. It's simple, and everything just is so much easier. And the stone that you're holding, the watery one, begins to glow in a very aqua color, and it begins to pulsate. And it pulsates so much that you have to hold on to it. And as you do, this light, again, it's pulsating through your hands. It's so bright, even though it's this aqua color, that you can't look at it. It's just, it would blind you, the radiance of it. And suddenly you feel that someone enters your mind and soul and starts beginning to try to understand you. And then in front of you, you see water, you see waves, and you see it form into the face of a person. And you hear the words, "What in your lifetime that you have seen or experienced would you change if you could change anything?" And then just as if the wave crashed this face in front of you, the wave goes away, and so does all images. And you're just held in this darkness, holding on to this stone. Meehan, what was your answer? If you have one.
Yeah, I would slay and remove all gods but Bahamut and his master Torm, along with Tyr and Omater, to bring peace and prosperity to the land.
All right. You say that, and the stone continues to pulsate strong. Little Grin.
Yeah. I think Little Grin would take a minute to think about it. Well, first of all, mushroom soups be not having near enough butter, if you ask me. And why's gardening trails gotta be 9 different things? It don't make sense, just the one. But I think eventually he'd land on, but the number one thing be, there would be this terrible war and blight upon the surface of the land, killing all the little kidsies and all the squirrelsies. Nice be bringing them all back and bringing all the life back to the world.
You say that, and the stone continues to pulsate strongly. Lila?
I could change anything that I've seen or experienced.
The whiskey's strong enough.
Oh, damn.
Slaughtered.
Well, you see, now it's like, well, one, no, but two, like now I feel like I'm just gonna be very repetitive, because if I could change something that I experienced, I would change the war from the gods, because that caused me to be separated from my clan.
DM to player, there's no wrong answer here. It's what your character feels. And if that's what you say, excellent. Awesome. And the stone continues to just brilliantly shed light and pulsate in your hand. All three of you, in fact, are doing this same thing. And then the darkness gives way to a minimal light. You all see a minimal light. And the minimal light gets brighter ever so slowly. And then you see that in front of you, because the gym is starting to just slowly dull in its brightness, it's beginning to pulsate less. You see in front of you, all of you, that there is a set of steps, 3 to be exact, along with a throne. And on this throne, there are curvatures that look like waves. There are curvatures that look like fire. There are curvatures that look like the wind. And there's curvatures that look like mountains. This looks to be, well, like it's been here for a while. Although there are not cobwebs in this area is very well kept, it looks like this seat or throne itself is very old. Too bad we didn't have a dwarf in the group, but yes.
Can we see each other, or are we experiencing this individually?
I was just going to tell you, everyone
So
roll
sorry.
perception. Oh, quite all right. Roll perception, please.
4. I saw everything.
All right. Well, what about you?
17.
Okay, yep. So, Little Grin, you see this seat that has carvings in it. It's got different pieces of colored metal. And you see that you've moved from where you were, which was walking into a fire, into some other place. And you turn your head and you see that both Meehan and Lila are right next to you. And
Hi,
they're
Meehan. Hi, Lila.
Well, you all hear Little Grin talking to you, and you all notice,
Well,
oh,
that's great because I rolled a 2, so I didn't see shit.
nope. Nope, you were affixed on the throne, which makes a lot of sense after what you just went through, and seeing the throne would be like, whoa, So you all have the stones. You all have the stone in your. Each of you have a stone in your hand. But it has now pulsated down to where it's barely bright anymore, and instead you're in this cavern room that it doesn't. I mean, it's been worked on so that it's smooth. It's got steps, like I said, leading up, and then there's this chair or throne.
Without hesitation, if I can move, I sit in the throne.
Okay, you're gonna walk up and sit in the throne.
Yep.
Dude, this is how you get not invited back to Texas right here.
Right? Rude.
All right, roll your perception again, my friend.
16.
Okay, so you take the 3 steps up, and without second thoughts, you go, I'm sitting in this. And as you just start to turn, you notice that on the chair there is a curvature in some metal. So this is etched in metal. There is a curvature of flames, and it looks like there's a missing stone.
Oh. I put my flame stone in there.
Okay.
Form of?
You put your flame stone in, and are you then going to sit?
No, if I saw that, I readdress and look at the rest of the chair. I'm hoping to find a earth, air, and water space because I have the earth stone.
Right. You put the stone in, and as you put it in, you feel just a bit of a shock, like when you walk on the carpet, you touch somebody, you feel just a little bit of a shock. And then you as you said, it warrants some more investigation. And you look, and in fact, you do see that there are 4 different etchings of different types that all have a spot where a stone can be put in.
So yeah, I call Lila and Little Grin up to look closer, and I put the Earth Stone in its place.
Okay. I want you to roll another perception, Meehan, please.
20.
Okay. When you call them over and say, "Hey, you know what? I need this," right? When you say, "I need," you should all look at this. I think we need to do this. When you do that, you notice that in your hand, in the hand that you burnt, there's now a red stone.
Oh, it like came back to me.
You have a stone embedded in your palm.
Oh.
Oh.
Did I place the Earth Stone as well?
I don't remember you saying you were going. You told them you think we may have to place these.
Well, yeah,
but
I called him over and then attempted to place the Earth Stone. So is that embedded as well, or?
If you did attempt to embed it, yes.
Oh.
Okay, Thanos.
Well, I go, Lila and Little Grin, could I please have your stones?
You want all of them?
Yes.
It
No,
really
I
is
want to
Thanos.
put mine in, and I
Yeah,
go looking for the. I want to go looking for the water stone hedge thing. I want to.
I pull weapons out. No, I'm just playing.
You gave me
Get in those fucking stones. I know what's going on here, motherfucker.
When you gave me this stone, I thought I was the prettiest half giant in all the village. And now you're gonna take it?
I'll let them place their stones
I
too.
had to drink for mine.
That's funny.
I won't mess with that. No, I show them what happened before they place their stones, and I go, I don't know if this is right, but we're in some weird realm, so your guys' decision here.
Yeah, no,
I'll place them, or if you want to place your own, go for it. I don't know. This could be bad. This could equally be bad. So I don't know.
And he points, and he's got a red stone in his palm.
And a brown one.
I can't let you be carrying
You-
these burdens on your own.
The DM wants to tell Meehan something. You don't have 2 stones. You only have 1.
Oh, I don't have the Earth Stone too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, I have this one. Is the Earth Stone in its place where I put it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck, guys.
Well, maybe it's a 50-50 thing. And I want to go and put in my water stone in its little area.
Okay. So you go over and you check. Oh, this has got to be where it goes. This looks like waves and water, and you put that in, and you see that it forms, and there's like this shock that occurs. You then go look like Meehan told you, and you see on your hand that you have this stone. That's the same quality. It looks like the stone you were just holding that was remember how you had a stone pulsating? It looks like that, but it's in your palm.
I'm gonna touch it. I'm just gonna
It's very
Actually,
smooth.
Actually, wait one
feels wet.
second. Frank, can I remove the Earth Stone from its place?
Oh, you can do anything you want.
Yeah. So I attempt to remove the Earth Stone, and give it to David to have him, or Little Grin to have him place. As a hill giant, he might be better suited.
I like mine. This is the one you gave me. This is the one I like.
Okay.
I'm happy.
I just thought you might be better.
I didn't give anybody anything. That's what you grabbed after you did
That's
something
what I'm
with it.
saying. Fate dealt me this card, and now I shall play it because that is how
Okay.
monks.
All right. Never mind. Then I'll leave it in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to take it out, and then Little Grin goes, "No, this is my stone." Okay, so Lila's looking at the gem that's embedded in her palm now, and Little Grin, you go over and decline the offer, and then go and put your air stone in. Yeah, you put it in there, and you feel a shock, and it places and steals like the others.
Captain.
And when that happens, when the 4 stones have been placed, this pulsating that you felt from the stones, and now it starts to pulsate in your palm, and your hand gets to be like an uncontrollable a bit, and then there is a power surge literally that comes from the throne. This surge of power, literally, there's a flash, and you feel like you've just been jolted with electricity. And so much so that when you breathe, you go, and you lift up in the air, and you all are lifted and like literally levitating above this throne, looking down, angled at it with this. You can see the energy coming from the throne and keeping you hoisted in the air. It's so powerful. And you can't help but shake and just watch this. Like, I mean, you're getting jolted with, more. I mean, unless you've ever been, your character's ever been struck by a lightning bolt of some sort, you've never felt this before. If you have, then this is something that's happened before. But you're standing there with this happening, and you see that in the throne, sitting there suddenly, it just appears from the flash of energy. Sitting there is this. It looks kind of like one being, but it's not one being. It's you can tell that there are parts of it that are they're different, but this difference makes the whole of the creature. It moves and revolves. So, for example, you see like a watery face, but then the top of the hair has flame coming from it, and then it kind of moves, and suddenly the face is completely made of stone, and then the face almost disappears, and all you can see is like clouds and wind moving. Then suddenly the face comes back, and it's fire, and
Holy
you can
shit.
tell that there's these 4 entities that create and make one.
It's an elemental.
That's a good name for it, I suppose, as well as good as any. And this creature sits there, and it is very still, and yet each of you feel appearing again, literally these eyes peering into your mind and your thoughts and your soul. And a voice speaks in your mind. It does not speak out loud, but inside your minds you hear, decisions have been made. You are the ones that have come to call. We need you to assist in protecting. You will need assistance. And since you have proven yourselves worthy, we will gift to you because of the dangers that lie ahead. And with that, all of you, this energy even heightens more. And suddenly, Lila, you feel as if your skin for a moment becomes completely made of water. You feel as if you are like literally you are water. You feel like you're liquid, and you can flow any way, which way you want. You can fall through crevices and all kinds of things. You literally feel like you are one with water. You feel the gush and the energy of rushing through a stream, and being water that's going down a waterfall. You get this sensation for only a moment, but you feel it. Little Grin, you begin to feel as if you could literally fly, as if you were as light as a feather,
Super Grin.
as if you literally could take several steps and just move so easily and effortlessly. You could go as high as you want up and straight as far as you want down. And you can take things with you. You can move your arms, and you can see that things feel your force, because you are mighty, even though you are so light.
Yes, I'm a god amongst birds.
And and Mihan, you, as you listen to these words and feel this pulsation, suddenly feel as if you burst into flames, and the most ancient blood of the dragons that you came from are released within you, and you feel as if you are fire, and you feel the power that fire is, the destruction that it can cause, the ease in which it destroys and kills, and you just get this huge rush of I am fire, I am destruction, I am
Death.
I am the one who decides who lives and who dies, and it's just huge.
So instead of Thanos, I became Smog. I
Well,
am fire. I am death.
so you get this complete rush of this power that you have with fire, and you feel like you are one with fire, and then as it does with all three of you, these begin to calm, and you begin to come back into the real world, and coming one again with who you really are, and not that which it just presented to you. Now, we're going to go out of character really quick, and we're going to do some rolling because, well, it's time to do some rolling. So what I'm going to do, who would like to go first? I will let somebody choose to go first.
That's all me. I'm down. I'll take that.
Okay. Excellent. 1 second, please.
I'll take the bad first rolls.
Oh, I don't know if there'll even be a bad. Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm going to say is high or low is good.
High is always good.
Okay, but hold on. And
Oh,
I'm going to say, and I'm going to tell you that 10% is bad out of 100. So I want you to choose which percentage is bad. Which of the 10%? I mean, you can say 0 to 9 is, or you can do 1 to 10 or whatever. You can say 90 to 100. I don't care.
0 to 1 is bad. 90 to 100 is amazing. You're going to roll 95 right now.
Okay. It's 10%. Which 10%?
Low, all the way down.
Okay, so low's bad. Okay.
0
so
to
I will.
1.
What was that?
0 to 10. That's the worst.
Okay. Well, 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you want 1 to 10, or you want 0 to 9? I don't want to make you have 11%, bro.
1 to 10 is the
1 to 10.
part.
Perfect. Okay. So I'll let you roll percentile, bro.
Me?
I don't want. Yeah, you have to roll it.
I want you to roll it.
No, you got to roll it, bro.
If I'm gonna get fucked, it's gonna be because of your roll.
Oh no. Oh, come on, you got to do it, bro.
All right, fine. Here we go. We're rolling D100, and we're rolling in the 90s.
Okay, it was only 10%
not.
bad, so you're good. You're good. Perfect. Sorry, this is a little bit of how I do this is some of my second edition stuff, so we will.
We love second edition around this group. That's how
Okay.
David and I learned to play.
Right.
I learned on third, man. You learned on second.
Oh yeah.
Who played short? Just kidding. Okay. All right. Now I need you to roll, my friend. I need you to roll. Sorry. I should be much quicker at this.
It's all right, man. Take your time. We're getting some cool powers. I'm hoping I can.
Yeah, I need you to roll a four.
For my
I need you, Mihan. I need you to roll a 4-sided dice.
Is high or low good, or do you get
unless it's said, it's always going to be 1's low and 4's high. So on a 4-sided.
Oh
okay.
No!
All right. So I want you to now roll a 100-sided.
All right. Come on high. Come on high. Hey, that's not bad. All right.
What'd you roll?
72.
Cool. All right. Okay. So you are told that it is very important in your mind. You hear this from this entity that still has you barreling up with this intensity. You hear, it is important for you to strike first. You are the warrior. And you immediately gain a +2 bonus to your initiative for life.
Oh shit!
No.
Super gangster. I love it. Thanks, man.
Okay. No, thank you for playing with the group. And especially thank you for the producing. That's not easy when you're playing. You also here's how I'm going to explain this. Okay. If and when this type of thing happens in my gaming sessions, I change something. And in this case, you already as a half dragon, what is your resistance to fire?
So it's because I'm a gold dragon, I have resistance to fire. Hold on, let me bring that up.
I just want to make sure that
No,
I want to know
you're
what
good.
you have.
I think it's just base resistance because it's whatever you pick as your color. Yeah, so I have resistance to the damage type associated with the character. So I get to half damage for fire.
Okay. So in other words, if you're saving for if you take half damage, you're throwing for either a half or a quarter, correct?
Right. Yeah. So I mean, if you tell me I take 10 fire damage, I only take 5. So.
Right. Okay. Here's what I'm going to add to that, because you already have that's already pretty damn kick ass, right? Here's what I'm going to add to that. Anything that has to do with fire and damaging you, you have a 10% chance that it completely doesn't do anything to you.
Okay.
So before you take a saving throw to take a quarter, you can just roll the percentile, and if it's you can say high or low or whatever 10% you want on percentile dice. But in a bad pinch, that can save you some hit points.
No, for sure. So 10% chance of taking no damage whatsoever.
From any fire related shit. Excuse my language. I said that. Yes, I did. So that would be fireball. Anything that's fire related.
That's pretty cool,
absolutely.
actually, because there's some high level fire spells. They could shoot a beam of fire at you, and you just avoid it.
No, yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's badass. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's money. Does it affect my breath weapon at all, or we're just gonna leave that as is?
That's what you are imbued with, and you are told this by the entity that's sitting in this chair. This
you have a 10% chance.
Well, yeah, I told you this was out of character. I didn't want to have to go through everything. Okay.
No, that's cool, man. You guys, that's perfect.
Break. Come on, little grin. Jeez.
That's an awesome. So, +2 to initiative always, and then 10% fire. I love it.
Yes.
That's not bad.
No,
not
dude,
bad
that's monstrous.
For rolling that one, the 2 initiative is great for your character, being that you have the armor on. So it's not always easy to get early attacks. That's what you rolled, so that's what you got. So that's awesome.
I'm super stoked.
Okay, so who's next?
Either way.
All right. So the first thing is you got to go high or low is good, and what I should say is what percentage 10% is bad.
Oh, hey Frankster, chat is wanting you to take a shot.
Oh, who said that? Who wants me to take a shot?
House of Crack says Game Master, shot of Hornitos.
Oh, you know what? I got some Rocky Maivia tequila. Maybe I'll go get it out. I might go do that if we take a quick break, and I'll do that shot.
Just throwing it out there. I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
That's got to be Jace watching that. Jace, I'm going to see you soon, brother. And when I do, we're drinking tequila till we pass out at the beach, baby. Seriously. So, Meehan has done his thing, and now he's so happy he's got to go relieve himself.
Yeah,
Little Grin.
I guess.
What, 10%?
I'm going to do 2 through 11.
Okay, 2 through 11. Roll the percentile and see what you get.
98.
You rolled a 98?
Yeah.
That's much better. Okay, cool. So roll a 4-sided, please.
You got it. Oh, no, don't roll 2 4-sided. I hate you, thing. Don't. There we go. A 1.
Oh, a 1? Okay. That's what Meehan rolled as well.
I know.
All right.
And another D100.
You got it.
2 through 11, and I got a 45.
45. Awesome. Okay, so you have this connection now with the air and your wispiness, and you feel almost lighter than you were as a big, half giant. But as you're feeling this energy, your arms, like your forearms and your hands, just begin to feel different. And the entity that's sitting in this chair that's made up of the different elements, it tells you that your hands are now one with the wind, and with the wind comes a force unimaginable to you at an earlier time. And basically, you are given the intelligence and the ability that basically when you critical hit something, you can add an additional D10 of damage with your fists.
Oh, shit. Okay. And this is, I'm guessing, air damage?
It's force damage. Yeah, force. Yeah.
Force.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, wind damage is force. So.
Yeah. That makes sense. They got to make something cool up. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to add that to my unarmed strikes. Cool.
In addition to that, you have the same type of resistance to force damage that Meehan does to fire. You have a 10% chance if attacked with force type damage from wind and such.
Cool.
You have a 10% chance of it not hurting you.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna add that as well.
That would even be like falling, because falling, you're in midair, blah 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 blah. That might, there's some of that might happen too, right there.
Cool.
So
That's
you have a 10%.
perfect.
You have a 10% chance of not taking damage.
I have a 10% chance of flying if I fall off of something really high.
No,
That's
it's more like
amazing.
you just become one with the air and just kind of land softly.
Yeah, I can feather fall, but it's a random 10% chance of casting feather fall.
Kind of like that, yeah. I guess so. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's not feather fall, but we'll call it that because that's easy to understand, right?
That's great.
So that makes sense. That makes sense. Boy, I need to get that shot of tequila. Like, what'd you say? House of Crack said that? Oh my God. Okay, that's got to be my buddy Chase. All right, Lila.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. House of Crack said Game Master shot of tornadoes, and then he said, agreed with something you said. He says, "See you soon, bro."
Oh yeah, cool.
So it must be somebody,
It
calling
is.
you out.
Yeah, he does that a lot. I do that same thing to him, though. It's okay. We both abuse each other with alcohol religiously. Okay. All right,
I mean,
Lila.
that sounds aggressive, but more power to you.
So, what percentage is bad out of the 10%?
I'll just keep it 1 to 10.
Okay, so 1 to 10. Awesome. Go ahead and roll the dice.
Oh, 99.
Woo!
Nice.
All right. Roll a 4-sided.
Come on, 1. Yeah.
3.
Okay. And now roll a 100-sided, please.
Oh man, hers is gonna be the best.
77.
Hey, while you're working on that, Frank, I apologize, but did you give Little Grand Featherfall or something?
No, I was kidding.
No, that's
gave
how
me
he
a-
explained it, but
He gave me 10%
Not exactly.
chance not to take force damage like you have. But he said falling counts as force damage. So if I jump off of something impossibly tall, I have a 10% chance of just surviving anyways.
So not to make an issue, and if that's the thing, is fine. But you know that monks have slow fall, so they already have reduction in damage built
Yeah, but I
in.
don't think you get that until a higher level.
Only at 4th level.
Oh,
right.
really?
Well, actually, like things are rolled and things just went by what stones and stuff. So it is what
You're
it
good.
is
I
as
was
far
just
as that
kidding.
goes.
Yeah, I know. We were just having fun.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't the exact same thing that he is already getting.
Well, if he is, then he's doubly good at it, right? This is
Cool.
Yeah,
just kidding.
No
delicious
stress.
food.
I didn't mean to like make a poke a hole in anything. I was just throwing it
there
out
ain't
there.
no whole poke, bro.
Oh, you're straight up right.
You get what you
Getting
get, and you know you get what you get, and you get what you get. So
All
that's
right,
just
man.
that's what his character
You
was
get
passed
what
on.
you get, motherfucker.
Oh,
The most important thing was that he didn't take force damage. That's the important part of that.
no, they'll work. I just looked it up. They'll work together.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have no
cool.
doubt about it. Okay, so you, Lila, you feel and you are told that the gem that you hold in your hand will allow you to do several things. One, it will allow you to create water once a week. As the spell, you can look up the spell when you want. It doesn't say that. I'm saying DM to player as the spell. Okay, number one. Number two, you can cast once a week a force stream of water from your hand, like literally like a it's almost like a cone of cold or a ray of frost or something, but it's like a fast like fire hose water comes out of your hand, so you can use it as an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Or to fill a swimming pool. There's a lot of uses.
And lastly, this gym gives you free action in water. So literally, like, you know, if you're fighting in water, you're not at disadvantage. You can move with no issues in the water. You have free movement. So no dog paddling for you no more, young lady.
Yes.
Okay. Last but not least, as stated, like the others, water-based attacks or damage to you has a 10% chance of not happening at all. So you can actually roll that 10% before you do anything else when it comes to water-based attacks. Now, what are water-based attacks? There's several things that can be water-based attacks, including even ice can be an attack of water. Because what is ice? It's a cold water. So you have some immunity to that. Don't worry about drowning. Ain't happening. Okay?
I'm a water bender.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Mihan,
Yo.
as you stand there, enamored by the power that has been bestowed upon you by this creature made of 4 parts, the 4 primary celestial elements, you feel a push to your side of great strength. It literally moves you a bit, and you look down to see that Mouse is floating on his own, and you can see that there is a stone imbued on his paw.
Right on.
Do you want to roll for the dog?
Yeah.
All right. Don't kill the puppy. Don't roll.
Please do
Don't
not
roll
kill
in
the
that.
puppy.
Do not roll in that 10%. Don't do it.
Bottom, and I'm rolling a D100.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're good. And you need me to roll a d4 again?
Roll a d4. And you'll want to take notes on this too.
And a d100.
Yep. What'd you roll for the 4?
So I rolled a 62, and then I rolled a 3, and then I rolled a 25.
Perfect. Excellent.
I think, would you mind, in the character section, could you throw in a character for Mouse?
You mean like an actual character, or you mean just the little icon?
Just a character, so I can put a little sheet together for him.
Yeah. Actually, we can do that
kinda
in
fun.
D&D Beyond and connect it and everything. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
Okay, cool. Okay. So what you want to do with the dog is the dog is able to, this is interesting. So the dog, it can, when it is down to like the last 10% of its hit points, its body becomes stone for 2 rounds, to where its armor class goes up ginormously.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, you can have enough time to run away.
Correct. And that's literally what he just rolled too. So, I mean, that's not just, I should do that. I just had to read the whole thing because it explained it. But that's in short what it does. And then also, earth-based attacks, ground, stone-based attacks and such, can have a 10% chance of not affecting the dog at all.
Would that include, like, let's say a hill giant chucking a stone at him? Or would that be a force attack?
A stone being chucked at that dog, yes, because that's the stone doing damage. Literally, that 10% would make that stone either go right through the dog or just bounce off like boing, but rock on rock. Right?
I didn't know if that was considered a stone attack. Perfect though. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
So, yeah. So now Mouse is on its own a bit, and it looks a little bit bigger than it did the last time you had it out and was pottying it, I should say. It's he's kind of more ferocious looking. His hair's kind of sticking out on end, and he looks like he's gained some weight. Just you didn't notice him looking like that last time. It was because you were in the darkness of all. Remember all those mushrooms had shade and everything, and pretty dark in that area. So maybe just missed the fact the dog is growing.
Does he still fit comfortably in my little cage, or
you're
are we
wondering
getting close to ditching that?
You're wondering whether or not that cage is going to fit him now.
Right now?
Right now. Like you look at it and go, I didn't realize the dog was getting this big. How's he even fitting there? You know?
If he's not fitting, let's go ahead and just ditch the cage and hope that he sticks with us.
Yep. That's makes a lot of sense to what just happened.
Cool.
Okay, and after this happens with the 3 of you, the surge and the energy and the entity all begin to dissipate and go away. And you're all slowly set down, and or where you're standing, stand down, I suppose. And you're all standing in front of this old throne with the intricate carvings of the elements and such, and ruins, and these stones that now sit there. What are you going to do?
I try a sweet Jackie Chan move.
Okay.
Are my fists like air?
Roll performance, bro. Jackie Chan's all about performance. Roll performance.
You got it.
So are we kind of back, for lack of a better word, in the real world? Oh shit!
Oh no! Drink?
Please tell me he breaks his leg or something while he's doing some weird maneuver.
Oh no!
Rolls his ankle.
Oh no! Little grin, higher low's good.
High's good.
Uh-oh, I got to turn off the burping.
We can't. I can't hear it.
Okay, it sounds like there's burping going on.
I could hear it. There it goes.
That's so funny. Okay. What'd you say? The little grin, high, low's good. What'd you say?
High's always good.
High's always good. Let's roll that sucker and see what happens. And it is. Drum roll, please. High's always good news. High. Good for you.
All right.
You just fall on your butt. Little Grin goes to do a standing, flip kick or swirl kick, and he just, when he comes around, he trips over his own feet and kind of just lands on his butt.
All right, I'll get up.
Well,
and
you
dust
felt pretty light doing it, let me tell you, Little Grin.
I get up and dust myself off and say, "Oh, there's just nothing to this magic, is there?"
There's still a stone in your hand, that's for sure.
So is the stone? Are we having to hold it, or it's embedded?
Embedded, my friend.
Does my gauntlet still fit okay?
The gauntlet, strangely enough, fits around it perfectly.
Okay.
Left or right hand?
Everybody's stone is in their right hand.
Yeah. So it doesn't impede my weapon or anything.
Nope. It feels very comfortable in your hand.
Cool. So the surrounding area, we feel like we're kind of back on level ground now. We're not floating in the air anymore. We feel like
you're standing there. You look around and you see literally this. There's nothing else in this, literally, but this really old, cool throne. And you look around you and you just see cavern.
Is there any way to go further into this cavern, or is it kind of a turnaround and let's go back to where we were?
You turn around and all you see is just the cavern you're in.
Okay. Well, I guess head back out the waterfall, back where we fought the elementals, and then back on the trail to Rainbow Falls. Unless
so,
Little Grin or Lila, do you have a differing opinion on that?
No, not unless we want to take a nap here. Seems pretty.
Everybody roll their perception.
$14.
11.
Okay. You, Meehan, say, hey, let's just get out of here. Let's take, let's backtrack the way we came. Da 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 da. And so you look around as you're saying this, and you see there's no fire. There's no fire. There's no campground. There's room for you to crash if you want, definitely. But
yeah, let's get a little bit closer to the road, kind of more where we fought the elementals, because that was kind of the first cavern entrance.
Right.
And then I think Little Grin's right. We should probably take a nap. I've only got one spell slot left, and
okay. Well, here's the thing: you have about 20 foot in a circumference, like a circle, and at one end is 3 steps in a seat, a throne, if you will, a large seat, ornate. And then the rest around you is just cavern. There's nowhere to go. You're like in a circular dead end. You're in a room by itself. There is no way out that you can see normally.
Oh, so we're stuck in this room. There's not an exit.
Yeah, literally, there's no fire on the ground to put your hand in. You can't see any walkway out. There's no cave or, there's no exit. It's literally like, wait a minute. Wait, how are we going to get out of here? You just got done being given all these powers, and yet now, oh wait, we just realized we're in a dead end.
Well, then I'm gonna investigate. So I'm gonna kind of just run my hand all the way around the room, in an attempt to look a little further.
Okay, Little Grin, what are you gonna do? Start camping again?
Yeah, I'll investigate around a little too, but yeah, pretty much if there's just nothing to do, I'll start setting up camp.
Okay. Lila?
Yeah, I'll join in the investigating. Just trying to figure out how the hell we get out of here.
Okay. I need you both to roll perceptions as you're looking over the room or the area. It's not really a room. Woo!
16.
Lila?
Lila's big health.
You are wanting to
Yes.
go chest out your new water skills, and have a drink, and you can't do it until you get out of here. You feel like so. Your mind is wandering on other things. Suddenly, Meehan, you are investigating one corner of the area, and you see that Mouse is literally, you don't see Mouse, but you see Mouse's tail, and it's sticking like out of a wall, one edge of the cavern.
Like he's in a crack, or like he's in the wall?
It's kind of like, it looks like he's like, either his tail somehow got stuck on the wall, or like he went in the wall.
Yeah, so I want to look at that spot a little further, see if I
Okay.
can't make
You
us
go
a
over
crack.
to it. You go over to it, and you know, there's a tail sticking out here. The dog's got to be over there, and put your hand up, and you go to basically not believe that wall is there, and there is no wall there. There's actually a cavern that leads out.
Perfect. Well then, does the illusion dissipate, or does it stay in place and I just moved through it?
You see it as dissipated.
Okay.
And you leave.
Well, no, I'll go back to the spot where my crew is there in the middle, and
Okay. You start to turn, and you black out.
oh
Lila,
shit.
you're thinking about using that water. You're thinking about using those new skills, and you turn and you see Meehan's gone. Meehan's missing. He's not there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll just a.
I'm gonna kill these elementals next time I see them.
Oh no!
knocking me
Oh
out.
yeah, right. You're gonna kill the elementals that just gave you power.
They
That's
keep
wonderful,
knocking me out. I don't like it.
Lila, as you start to like check out that area where Meehan was at, like, wait a minute, he was over there, wasn't he? You hear a bark, and it sounds like it's coming from the other side of the wall.
I'm gonna call Little Grin and just be like, "Help me find the dog. I can't find the dog."
That's my name, and I'll come over and start searching for the dog.
Okay. You guys can hear the dog barks once more when you get over to that direction. And you could hear that on the other side of this one wall in the cavern, you heard what sounded like Mouse. Same type sound and everything. But Mouse is and Meehan's missing. Neither are in the cavern with you.
Well, then I will try to press my ear to the wall.
You do?
Yeah.
And you hear a noise that's not familiar. I will put it to you like that.
Okay. I'm gonna call to them. They're like, "Mouse, Meehan."
Okay. You yell in the cavern, and you hear a very distant bark. Again, coming in the direction of this wall.
I'll look for any cracks in the wall. Are there any cracks in the
Yeah.
wall?
You search, and there are no cracks. It's a very clean, smooth wall.
Well, then I'll just get frustrated and be like, "It seems like if only this wall weren't here."
All right. Because that's not truly believing that the wall is gone or not there at all, disbelieving it. I'll give you a 30% chance that suddenly that wall's not there.
Well, I'm trying not to meta it too much.
I got you. That's great. So where are you at that 30%?
I thought you were gonna punch it.
Wow. Then he really disbelieve elementals.
What am I rolling?
High, medium, or low.
You got 30% chance
Hi.
that thing disappears. That wall disappears for you.
Hi.
So the top 30. Okay, I'll roll it. Top 30. Here we go. Oh no. It doesn't. You still see the wall there when you say, "Well, I wish if I could only get past this, I can hear the dog."
No, I've done. I looked at little Lila and say, "I've done all that I can do."
Lila's gonna keep like touching the wall for a little bit, trying to find Mouse, and after a while get frustrated. If she can't find him, she's just gonna punch it out of frustration.
Okay. I'll give you a 10% chance that punching the wall causes your mind to disbelieve or believe that you actually punched a hole in the cavern, which that might be amazing, right? Where's your 10% at? What numbers?
You know what? 40 to 49, or 41 to 50. 41
So
to 50.
40 into 50 is going to be your okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. We got 40. Oh, 70 something.
Damn it.
Okay. Ouch! You punch the wall pretty hard, and yeah, you get frustrated. Bap! Ooh, that rock didn't feel too good. Mihen, you feel the warmth of a very nice fire. It feels a lot like maybe a home to you. Maybe in the future, maybe now. And then your eyes come to, and you're standing in a fire that looks like a cavern that you were just in not too long ago. You do not see your friends around you. You see, just for a moment, you see Mouse, and then Mouse disappears. I can't hear you, my friend.
So sorry, I was muted. I shout to Mouse.
Boy,
come here.
You hear nothing back from him.
Oh,
And
God,
then,
he's in purgatory.
I bellow in my deepest voice. Lila, Little Grin, where art thou?
All right, so you just most commanding, loud, boisterous voice you can do. You yell out with all the lung you got, which, obviously if you can breathe fire, you got some pretty good lung going on. Oh, probably some smoke and some maybe a little bit of fire comes out when you yell it, right?
Yep.
Awesome image. I could just picture it. You all hear just a rumbly voice echo from somewhere. And this actually doesn't come directly from this spot, but when it gets to you, it almost reverberates the room a bit. It's that big, and you hear your names being called and asking where you're at. And I want you to both roll perception. Okay.
17.
All right. So you hear this and you're like, wow, that's got to sounded like a really pissed off Mihan, because you heard him yell like that once when you beat him in a drinking contest. So you know that's him. Little Grin, you hear that and go, well, what is Mihan? What the heck's that? And you look down and you see the face of Mouse, and his dog's going
down. He's down.
You see him down on he's like his face is sticking out of the wall. He's looking right up at you.
I freak out. Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Look, there's a dog's part sticking out of the wall, and I point to Lila.
And Lila, Little Grin gets your attention. Huh? What? And you look down and you see what looks to be Mouse's head sticking out of a piece of rock. And it's all looks all happy. It's all it barks once, and then you see like the head start to turn, and then it disappears.
I want to try to reach for Mouse.
All right.
Is he okay?
Okay. I'm going to give you. I'll give you a 50-50 shot at that, because you just saw him move. That you're able to get your hand through it and not believe that it's there. Which one?
High is good. High's been good so far.
Oh.
Oh shit! I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was 90.
right?
I,
shite.
I saw the 9 and got excited.
Okay, so you're like, I gotta disbelieve. You gotta disbelieve in this. It's just not that easy to disbelieve in it. All right, Little Grin, what are you doing?
Yeah, am I like standing on top of the rock that he just walked through? Like he just went straight through?
No, it was the one where you heard the noises and stuff, and he just stuck his head out and barked, and then he kind of turned his head, and his head disappeared into the rock.
Yeah, I think Little Grin would reach for him too. He would try and reflexively, like, no, don't go in the rock, you'll die. Things don't live inside of rock, you know.
High or low's good.
High's good.
Okay, cool. Okay. So you put your hand, you start to put your hand there, and like you just kind of feel like your knuckles are starting to move in that earth, and then suddenly you got like, okay, it's not going anywhere. This is earth. This is ground.
This is what I do. I take off all of my clothes. I lay against the wall butt naked, and I say, I surrender myself to thee until it lets me in.
Oh my
God. Yeah, while he's doing that, since I still haven't got a response for some reason,
right,
I once again yell.
Okay.
Lila, Little Grin, please respond to my shouting.
Okay, we yell back.
So hold on. So Little Grin, you start to disrobe, and
I'm just
like,
kidding. It's fine. I just want to. He yelled. We yelled.
You already said it, bro.
If
so,
you
anyways,
make me do it all,
Little Grin starts to disrobe, and as you are disrobing, and I'm sure Lila's going, "What the hell?" Freaking the little dog mouse, like literally comes, it like jots in, like it comes in like dogs do. It looks at you and hops up and down once or twice, like it's food o'clock, that type of thing, and then turns around, like you can see it right there, and it just goes right through.
Oh, I grab its tail.
The stone, like it's not even there.
Tail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Please let Mouse drag him through.
That's what I'm hoping.
But he's gonna miss because terrible rolls.
Oh
no! I thought it was a 1. Yes.
I grabbed Lila with my other hand.
Oh, even funnier. So Little Grin's starting to get disrobed. You got the dog coming out, and it jumps up and down twice, like "Follow me" or "It's food o'clock" or something. It turns around, starts to jump, skippily through the rock, like it's not even there. Little Grin goes, "Wait, where's it going? I got to go with him." And you literally see Lila. You see the partially disrobed Little Grin hopping to grab on this dog, and then you see the back of his legs like just scooting him along because he's on the ground now, being pulled by Mouse. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to grab onto him.
You're gonna grab on. Okay, so you're gonna grab on to Little Grin's ass. Roll the grab. We're doing, what is it like? What's that? Where everybody stands around? Oh, the rumba or something like that. Is that we're doing through this part? Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Soul Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally.
This is gonna look so awkward when we come out of the other side.
It's
great. I love it.
Oh, I want to get a drawing of this. We got to get a drawing of this done.
And Frank, don't let it happen yet. But Little Grin left his clothes behind.
I know he's half disrobed.
Why do you guys keep just making shit? You put words in my mouth.
No, he said he was disrobed. No, he's partially disrobed. He's got his loincloth on, and
it's only one robe. How partial? Okay. What do you expect?
Okay, so all right, so roll to grab on to Little Grin's lower portion.
What do I roll for that?
Just a roll to hit to grab on.
That's like a D20.
Yeah,
plus your proficiency in strength or dex, whichever.
You get your strength proficiency or dex proficiency. I think you're a strength fighter, so I would do strength. And he doesn't get his dex in his armor class because he's being dragged. So just got to grab on. Oh yeah, easily.
That did it.
So Little Grin got the dog. Little Grin's going trying to keep up with on his knees. Got Lila holding on back there. Oh my goodness. So as you're all moving through this cavern, the cavern suddenly blinks out. And Meehan, as you're standing there yelling, "Please respond!" And all of a sudden, ding, you see the dog. And it's jumping up and down, going, yippee, yippee, ding, holding on to the dog like this, on his knees, half naked, is Little Grin in just a loincloth. And then, ding, you see Lila, and she's holding on to one of Little Grin's thighs, just trying to get a ride over to the fire.
I walk over to them like a disapproving father and look down and just say, and quietly just say, "Please respond." And then I give Mouse a treat and walk back over to the fire.
Oh my goodness. So, Lila, you realize what you're doing. Little Grin, you realize what you're doing. You realize where you're at.
I let go.
Okay. Little Grin, you do not have your robe anymore. You just have your loincloth. Just so you know.
This is the same place we was before.
Correct.
Oh, great. I go and stand in the fire.
No.
Okay.
No, not in the fire.
Go stand in the fire.
I say, before he gets to the fire, I stop and I go, "Little Grin, this time it's hot. The elementals are gone."
Oh, okay. Then I'm naked from now on.
You got a loincloth. That's it.
No, I have a monk's robe, which is a one-piece thing. It's not a three-piece.
Is that okay?
suit.
If that no, I mean
So
that's
it's
what your
naked
character.
or
Okay.
not naked. You choose.
Oh no. If that's true, if your character doesn't wear undies, then we know you free balls. That's cool. All right.
Well, it's
All right,
just a
so-
robe. I mean,
So
I think Frank, we
piece.
take the opportunity here to make camp by the fire, and we do a long rest.
yeah.
there is a fire. It is warm. It feels like home here, believe it or not. There's something in this area for all of you. There's an area, Lila, where you walk over and there's like dripping water. And in that area, you can hear the sound of dripping water. And there's like a little pond, and you touch it, and it feels very much like your home. It feels very comforting. Little Grin, you find an area that has it's got like a draft. You can feel the wind coming through these different areas of rocks, and where perhaps normally that wind would cause you to feel cold. Instead, the wind feels very inviting, and in fact, you feel as if you're at home. It feels very comfortable to you. And Meehan, you're already next to the fire. You see that Mouse finds a spot with a lot of different like loose rocks, and kind of climbs up on the rocks and just like rolls into them and finds a real smooth spot to crash in.
Yep. I just kind of crash out in my armor, and I think we take an 8-hour rest.
Excellent.
Speaking of which, do we want to take just a quick break?
What's the time frame looking right now?
It's 11 right now.
Okay. I've got about 20 minutes, so we might as well just move through.
Cool.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
This is a place we can end tonight here, or we can go a little bit farther. It's up to all of you. I will let you make that decision real quick.
That's a good spot. I mean, we just have a long rest here. But if you got more to do, it's up to you.
I've got way down the line a lot to do. I mean, I've been
I think
working.
this is a fine spot. This was a good
Okay,
session, man.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Thank you all so much for watching The Legends of Theia. Tomorrow night we have The Fertile Land of Neri. I believe it starts at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Monday nights we have at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have On the Backs of Gods. Saturday nights here at the Dice Cult we have Cthulhu every so often, but we have just started Vampire the Masquerade. Come check it out. I heard that they got into some trouble last week, and some people are already rather in trouble with their characters. So a lot of fun on Saturday nights with horror and Vampire the Masquerade. This again is Frank, and the rest of the Legends of Theia, Scott, Jenny, and David, wishing you all a great week. Have a great time, and we'll see you next Tuesday night, hopefully at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. But we'll see. You never know with us. We're always moving and doing things and working and stuff. So we get to you as quickly as we can. Thank you so much, and check us out on our YouTube channel, which is again the Dice Cult Legends of Theia. Check it out. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, y'all.